as Paul introduced me over at the Sill Center, my name is Brett Gaffney. I use she, they pronouns. I am the Community Events Program Manager here at the Bennion Center. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick intro to all of the programs at the Bennion Center, and then we're going to do a service project. So get excited. Okay. I also was a transfer student, though back in Texas. So I did not move to Utah till 2020. So mid-pandemic. All right. So the Bennion Center, we are the community engagement hub at the University of Utah. So we connect students to community organizations in order to do volunteering and service. Okay. So we have lots of different programs that do that. And so we're going to go through those today. Okay. All right. Our largest program and our oldest program is community partner programs. So this is if you are interested in volunteering weekly, so kind of ongoing, you're wanting to get a lot of hours. This is great for students that might be pre-med, or you need a lot of volunteer hours for anything. It's also just great if you want to be a regular volunteer, right? So these are ongoing, anywhere from 1 to 5 hours a week. And what's great is we have different issue areas. So whatever your niche is, we probably have a community partner for that. Okay. Oh, I'm getting out of breath. Okay. We'll put that back down a little bit. I don't have symptoms, by the way. We're just being precautious. So we have health and wellness, arts and rec, advocacy, all kinds of different great partners. We have over 45 partners in the community. And so basically you fill out a little form letting us know who you're interested in volunteering with. We have a Bennion Center student leader that will get back to you about arranging training and what hours you'd like to do per week. Some orgs need more hours than others. So there's some orgs that are like, yeah, come volunteer whenever. But then there's some organizations that are like, we kind of need you 3 hours a week, right? So it just depends. But this is our largest and longest standing program at the Bennion Center. So moving on to, here are some of the partners. So anybody recognize any of these logos? Yeah? Which ones do you recognize? Ronald McDonald House. Best friends. Yeah. Road home. Girl Scouts.
Library.
The library. So, I mean, these are just some of our programs. We have so many, but as you can see, they're varied, right? So it's really just about what time you have to give and who you're looking to give it to, right? But really great organizations to get involved in. And yeah, so a little bit of something for everybody. Okay. Alternative breaks. So this will apply for spring break because applications for fall break just closed. But alternative breaks is when you dedicate your fall or spring break to traveling out of town to go to a different city. We usually try to stay over here on the West Coast so that because we're driving, we're not flying. And we spend a week in an Airbnb with a cohort of folks that are also interested in that issue. And you work with that community on a specific social issue. So some examples: immigration, mass incarceration, LGBTQ, marine conservation, housing, all kinds of really cool stuff that you get to study and work with a partner in that city on those issues. Take what you learned when you come back here to Salt Lake City. You can now apply what you've learned to our community here, right? And work on those issues here. This is our only program that does have some fees associated with it because of travel, food, board, all that jazz. But you can also apply for a trip discount. So keep your eyes open for, I think, Colton, are you here? When does spring open? November. So keep your eyes open in November for November 3rd for our spring applications. Okay. It is really fun. It seriously is a fan favorite because there's just so many inside jokes that happen on that whole week. There was one group, I think this was before Colton was here, that because every evening you have time for yourself, you have personal time. And that cohort decided to watch all of the Twilight films. And that was when they came back, just quoting all of Twilight. but no, it's seriously it's like a great educational experience, and you get to serve with your peers. So alternative breaks. Okay, yay, these are my babies. Okay, so this is community events. I take care of events that are one-time commitments. So unlike community partner programs where you're volunteering ongoing for maybe a semester or a year, these you just attend once and you're done. Okay. So these are great for folks that have maybe a busy schedule, or maybe you're not sure what you want to do yet. Come to one of our events. We have Saturday service projects. We have 7 of these a year, but our largest one is next Saturday, Legacy of Lowell. Lowell Bennion is our namesake. And he used to actually, he taught here at the U. He used to get up on Saturday mornings and drive his pickup truck around campus, pick up a few students that were available, and they'd go into the community and do what needed doing, right? Repairing roofs, raking leaves, picking up trash, whatever. So that's kind of the concept that then evolved into Saturday service projects. So Legacy of Lowell, we have over 500 spots available, and 18 different projects to choose from, both on campus and off campus. So please sign up. I'll pass out, I have a QR code that you can sign up for. There's also a free volunteer breakfast at 8. So over here on the Union patio. So free food. Service Corner. So Service Corner nights and Service Corner to go. Service Corner nights are also events. They're 2 hours apiece over at Collard Village. They are weekly. So we will typically have those every single week of the semester, except for breaks, obviously. So fall break. And then weeks that we have Saturday service projects, we won't have a Service Corner night that week. It's too much for my team to handle. Too many events. But they're just 2 hours a piece, and they're do-it-yourself projects. This one that you see here, this was Greek Week when we worked with them. And we were doing, I think those were the dog and cat toys. So those were fun. We made 1,200. Oh my goodness, for best friends. But anyway, yeah, so they're usually do-it-yourself projects that we do here on campus over at Collard. And then we take what we have finished over to the community partners. So we do care kits for Salt Lake harm reduction. We do activity kits for Big Brothers Big Sisters. We do tonight, actually, we're going to do snack packs for school children going to school at Granite schools. So things like that. Service Corner to go, these projects you can take home and do on your own time. So you don't have any time to attend our events, pick up a kit from here at the Bennion Center over at Collard Village. We have a desk over there too. And you can take home a project to do on your own time. When you complete it, you bring it back to us and we get it to the community partner for you. Okay. So the 2 that we have going on right now, our longest standing one are these knitting looms. So we knit scarves and hats for folks in our community that are experiencing homelessness, as well as we have a new partner, Utah Cancer Specialists. And so folks that are going through cancer treatment are also getting our hats. If you don't know how to knit, that is okay. We have tutorials. So that's why it's do it yourself. Everything in the kit should teach you how to do it. It may take you a little bit longer if you're a beginner, but that's okay. The other one that we have is we're actually doing this today with you guys. Our little puppy hearts that are going to go to patients and their families at Ronald McDonald House and Intermountain Medical Center. Okay, so we'll do those a little bit later, and I'll go over all that. So, and also please raise your hand at any point. I can answer questions as we go. Utah Reads. Is anybody here work study eligible? Yes. Okay. Utah Reads. This is our program where you can get paid. So if you're work study eligible, you can apply. Also in November is when applications are going to open to tutor elementary students in reading. So we have, I believe, 6 or 7 schools nearby in the Salt Lake City School District that you tutor students one-on-one. Okay. I believe they are paid $16 or $16.50 an hour, tutors. So if you're work study eligible, keep your eye open for November. A lot of fun stuff coming out in November to apply for Utah Reads. Okay. Yeah, please.
So how do we know whether or not we're like work study eligible or?
Great question. It's something you either are or you aren't. You don't have to like apply for it. You can just talk to financial aid and they'll let you know if you're work study eligible. Any other questions? Cool beans. And also, if I didn't see you, just holler. I'm a little blind, as you can. Well, you can't see, but I have a giant cursor on my computer. Okay, Dart. Is Josh here? Josh, you want to say hi? Hi, Josh. So Josh is our campus dialogues program manager, and oversees campus dialogues and our demonstrative and activity resource team, or DART. They just had a oh my goodness, they just had a brave conversation last night. No, night before. That's right. Time is meaningless in my brain right now. And so they had things called brave conversations, which are peer facilitated dialogues on hot topics. So they talked about open carry on campus night before last. And when's the next brave conversations, Josh?
October 29th.
Yeah, it is.
Speech and hate speech.
What? And you can sign up to attend on Campus Connect. So get in there. But basically this team and Josh's role is to help facilitate these conversations on campus, right? To help bring folks together to have conversations and hopefully sew back together some of the division that we might be seeing on our campuses. Okay. Anything else you want to add, Josh?
No, just on the DART side, if you have any questions about attending, organizing, or protesting any sort of expressive gathering, please reach out to DART at utah.edu. Also things like if you're not bringing like a speaker on campus, who might be someone people might want to shout at. But mainly the idea is that no one comes to the university knowing like how they're Marriott Plaza for giant demonstrations.
Yeah.
Other things too.
Yeah. Josh is your go-to for any kind of activism questions you have about like, what are my rights? How do I reserve a microphone? How do I get things going? You know, how do I, like you said, reserve the library, things like that. So he is happy to help you, help facilitate your plannings to protest, do rallies, etc. Okay. So residential engagement. So we have some programs that are actually on that live on campus. We have a first year Hive, stands for High Impact Volunteer Experience, and that's over at the Gail Miller Community Engagement Tower at Collard Village. But we also have a service house, and so for transfer students, this is especially interesting because this is only for sophomores and up. So this is for upperclassmen. Okay, you get to live in one of the houses over at Officer Circle. And it's about 12 students that live in each house, and we have a service house. You get to do all of our programming together as a cohort. So if you're really passionate about service, you're passionate about volunteering, consider applying for the service house. They also do Officers Hollow, which you can see one of the pictures with the balloons there. They decorate the house every Halloween and do a safe trick-or-treating event. So this year they're doing Toy Story. Very excited. Last year they did Nightmare Before Christmas, and then that was Monsters U that they did. So really fun community. We've had students that stay like sophomore, junior, senior year in the house. But it's nice in upper campus. So, okay. We have 2 locations. You're in one of them. Okay. So here at the Union Building, but then we also, this is our desk over at Collard Village. We are often mistaken for like the main desk at Collard Village, despite our little Bennion Center sign. But we're over here by the Honors Tower. This is our classroom where we hold all of our service corner nights. Okay. And then here's our website. Please follow us on Campus Connect. It's a new platform that we're really trying to work with. We have a love-hate relationship with. And then follow us on Instagram, because that's where we're going to be posting all of our updates. You want to know when Alternative Breaks is accepting applications, Utah Reads is open for job apps. That's all going to be on our Instagram, okay? And our website, but Instagram's fun. So, okay, here's our team members. I won't go through everybody, but you will see these lovely faces around. Yeah, so let's see.